Hello everybody, my name is BFViking. For today's episode of Battlefield History Loadouts, we are going to be taking a look at the Italian Arditi, which are pretty much the Italian special forces back in World War I. Arditi directly translates to the daring ones, and these guys would be the worst to go up against. This group of soldiers was well known and well feared among their enemies, which were mainly the Austro-Hungarian Empire. The Arditi was organized in 1917, and of course they did win the war on the Italian front. Being such an elite group of soldiers, they never once fought in the trenches, but they mainly fought in the Italian Alps, which they are very experienced in. The idea of having an elite military unit was put forward by the main military leaders at that time, and unlike any other normal units, the Arditi got the best weaponry of that time, such as the Villa Perosa machine pistol, which is a weapon for the Sentry class in Battlefield 1. They also got to use the Fiat machine gun, which is pretty much just a clone of the British Vickers gun. So you might have been wondering, why was the Arditi so feared? And that was because of their insanely good hand-to-hand and melee fighting skills, and they much preferred fighting with knives and clubs rather than firearms. Special training centers were set up to train the new recruits their required fighting skills and to turn the tide of the battle in the Alps. So the main front these guys fought on was the Italian Alps, and their main goal was to break through the enemy lines and allow the Italian army and their tanks to push the enemy back. Their best tactic was when they'd move up to an enemy trench shortly after a friendly artillery barrage, and they'd throw grenades as they moved up. This would fool the enemy into thinking that the barrage was still underway, but while they'd be hiding in their trenches, the Arditi would rush in and take them on with hand-to-hand combat. Their preferred execution style was slitting throats, so you can easily see why the Arditi was feared by the Austro-Hungarians. Their first attack was on the night of August 18th, 1917, and they captured 500 men and seized 8 heavy machine guns. So now let's take a look at the in-game loadout. For the primary, I'll be using the Automatico Trench. Now I know the Arditi didn't really use firearms that much, but I suppose we should use the Automatico as it is an Italian weapon. I'll be using the trench variant so we can storm enemy trenches and take the enemy on in close quarters combat. I won't be using a secondary. The only gadget I'm going to be using is the dynamite so we can blow up the enemy supplies. The grenade will be the frag and the knife will be the Bedouin dagger. So with this loadout, you really do have to get very close, but getting kills with this loadout is very fun. Make sure to try it out for yourselves, because I would definitely recommend it. Anyways guys, if you enjoyed the video, make sure to leave a like. Hope you're having an awesome day. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next Battlefield video.